Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today, Friday, January 3rd, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, or not, totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. You know we love that for you. Whatever does not fit, just leave it on the table for someone else because we don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Pretty easy peasy. We're going to use the What's the Tea deck. I was just looking at this and I was cleansing the cards and stuff, and I was like, I remember when I first got this deck, I was so freaking excited. I was like, every tarot reader has this deck. I'm getting this deck. We got one on the table. It's like the little things that make me happy. 2 cards on the table. 3 cards somewhat on the table. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, that was just me. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, I didn't have a hold of the damn cards. Get it together. Nice and sunny today. And of course, everybody's stuck inside for work for 12 hours. Because why wouldn't you be? And now, in the next half hour, 45 minutes, it'll all go away. It'll be dark. Right on. I love winter. 4 on the table, 5 on the table, 6 on the table. On the table. All right, 2 more shuffles. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 7 on the table. 8 on the table. 9 on the table. 10 on the table. Oh, we're going to have some cards today, baby. All right, 1 more shuffle. $11 on the table. That came out sideways. That's interesting. Bottom of the deck. Okay. So we have 12 cards with bottom of the deck. Top 2 cards, top of the deck, Unbothered and Shine. Which is exactly how we should be for 2025. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a whole lot of negativity right there. See, it's hard for me to do this when there's like bottom of the deck, a groupie with a bad reputation involved in a love triangle, looking to make an offer, or they took an offer. I don't know. I'm going to set the deck box over here on the sill with the deck. All right, we've got our 12 cards. We got creativity, scarcity tactics, ain't shit came up in the reverse, and I'm going to leave it like that because we're going to talk about that. We've got threatening, divination abuser, fake smiles. We've got grudge holder, wasting time. Sorry, my nose itches. Fake flexing. Okay, all of a sudden, like, I feel itchy in all these weird little spots. Crying over you. It's like when you see a spider or a bug and then you get all, like, itchy everywhere. Broke ass came out sideways. We're going to talk about that. And then cloud hungry, bottom of the deck. I love that little mousey. Mouse? I think it's a mouse. Hamster? Gerbil? Hamster, maybe? Yeah. Cute and fluffy. Smaller than a squirrel, but in the same family. I just made that up. Do not quote me on that. I just made that up. Sounds right to me, though, right? Like squirrels, hamsters, mice, rodents. Like, the ex-husband used to call squirrels rodents, actually, now that I think about it. All right. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates. Somebody was feeding off of somebody's energy with the creativity card and possibly taking their creativity. This is someone that would have taken a lot but not given a lot in return. Scarcity tactics. Like I'm just going to say it, a very narcissistic type attitude. Take, give nothing back. This person, like whoever they were feeding off of, whoever they were possibly stealing from, they weren't around consistently either. So like and there's really nothing out here to say lover or friend or family member. So take how it resonates for you. It could be a freaking stranger off the street at this point. Like you would see this person, like maybe once a week for like 6 months, and then you wouldn't see him for a year, and then you'd see him every day for a month, and then you wouldn't see him for 3. Pardon me, I got the hiccups. And apparently a yawn. Pardon me. Yeah, something like that. Like there's no consistent, like, mutual involvement in each other's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like it was on again, off again, on again, off again. And again, that could have been a friendship. That could have been a relationship with a family member. I mean, I think I've had those family members, friends, lovers. So the reason why they ain't so there's 2 meanings for this ain't shit card. You guys know lately I've been taking them in reverse. Technically it doesn't matter because I'm getting 2 things up. I'm getting it both ways. So whoever this person is, they're not shit. They ain't shit. Because they make themselves not shit. They make themselves a shitty person, But whoever they're taking from, whoever they're feeding off of, that person is somebody. And I'm not saying like, oh, they're famous or anything like that. No, it's just this is someone. This is someone that has their act together, probably has a full-time job, possibly has kids, a family, probably owns their own home, like that kind of energy. Just a stable, reliable energy for the most part. I mean, obviously, everybody has their little peccadillos, in life, as I do. But for the most part, a very stable energy. They're shit, Whereas that other person, this thief, they're not shit. Like if somebody has to feed off of your energy and take your ideas to build something of their own, they're not shit. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Like, get your own shit. like I was actually thinking thinking about that last night because I was watching a tarot reading before I went to bed, and I was thinking about my business and how when I started forming ideas in 2022 and like implementing those in 2023, and for sure putting them down in 2024 in May when I actually started my business. Pardon me, I'm not tired. I'm really not tired. I knew I wanted everything to be cohesive, everything to fall in line, everything like there wasn't going to be anything different. The only issue I had was my Music Mama 80 name. I can't remember. I don't know if it's the talk or it could be the tube. I can't remember, but I had to change the Music Mama 80 at the end. I had to put what do they call that? The slash, but it's at the bottom. It's not. Whatever. Otherwise, everything is The Humble Hermit LLC, Come As You Are Oracle, Music Mama 80. Everything is the same. Everything. My business Facebook, my Instagram, my Lemon 8, my Blue Sky Social, my blogs. Well, the blog where I write my books, I changed that, and actually I think I still want to change that because I don't even really know that it technically needs its own name, but everything is the same. Humble Hermit LLC, Come As You Are Oracle, Music Mama 80. It's all the same. It's all streamlined. People that get out there and, like, I kid you not, I've seen people, start like a Facebook, and then for whatever reason they abandon it and they start another one, and then somebody has an Instagram, but then they thought they lost it, so they start another one, and they're like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to become famous on Instagram, but you change your name every time. Like, what? Why wouldn't you use the same name? Or like if you have, let's say you call yourself Pinky on Instagram, but you call yourself Bluey on YouTube. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you streamline everything? Like, why wouldn't you? Like, whoever this person is that feeds off of this other person, like, they're not even smart enough to get that. They're there's not a whole lot going on up there other than possibly like jealousy, envy, and just an overall unhappiness with their own life. If you feel like you need to steal someone else's work, like, how happy are you with your life? And people, it's funny because I've had people tell me before, like on TikTok, because my whole thing on TikTok is I repost other people's posts, and I never claim that they're mine. And most of them, well, a lot of them are actual like tweets, like copies of tweets, or like postings on Instagram, that kind of thing. And I, if they're funny or if they're thought provoking, I copy them and I repost them. And I make a comment, and it's usually just kind of like a blase kind of comment, or I just laugh, if it's something funny. But I never claim that these things are mine. Like, these are just interesting things that I found interesting, that I found funny, that I found entertaining, so I repost it. There you go. Now you could say someone else taking my repost and then reposting it as their own is the same thing. You could. Like, oh, I just, grab post and, did this, that, and the other. But here's the thing. When someone's work 100% resembles your own, that's a problem. That's like plagiarism. And I realize, like, me personally, like, again, I take other people's work and I repost it. Things that I enjoy, I like to share with others, I repost it. Someone else taking my repost and reposting it is not that big of a deal. Who cares? I've had people do that. But for someone to come along and literally repost every single post, make the same comment, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a lazy person. Like, that is someone that, like, you just can't come up with your own content. You can't figure out your own niche. Because my niche just revolves around what I like, you know? And then I have my own personal posts that I'll post on there, just like my own thoughts and things like that. Things that have happened to me in my past, stories, stuff like that. Comments about, whatever's going on out there in the world. Sometimes I'll comment. Um, so I have original stuff on my TikTok too. But whoever this person is, they really give off that energy of, I'm just going to copy everything on your page and hope that I get famous from it because I can't figure out my own shit. You know, they I was watching Little Women at Christmas. The one from the 90s with Winona Ryder and Susan Sarandon. It's my favorite. I don't mind the original one, the black and white one, the older one. I don't like the newer one. The what was it, like 5 years ago it came out, or 7 years ago, something like that. I wasn't a fan. I watched like half of it and then I had to stop. I don't know. It just wasn't the same to me, I guess. But when you watch that movie, Little Women from the I think it was 1994, I think. Or something like that. Laurie, the character of Laurie, makes a comment about how I think it's one man's painting is just another man's genius, because all of the great works of art have already been created, right? Like, technically, right? And other people copy them. Like if you have the Mona Lisa, how many people recreate the Mona Lisa but their own version, right? A lot, I'm sure. A lot, tons. It gives off that energy. It gives whoever this person is, like like if they thought that they could recreate the Mona Lisa perfect and be like, "Oh no, I did that." Well, I did the Mona Lisa. No, I did that. Like, this is the kind of idiot that would do that because they can't think to paint their own thing. And it's funny because I think I told you guys that I was thinking about getting into painting. I have everything in my cart on Amazon. Like, I just have to order it. It's less than $100, I think. No, I think I need to add brushes on there. So probably like 120, 125, 150 for the easel, the paint, all that jazz. I already know what I'm going to paint. I already have it in my idea of what I'm going to paint, and it's going to be a series of paintings. 3, possibly more. And like I already know I'm excited. I already know what I'm going to do. And they're going to be original. Like I'm not going to sit in front of, like works of art and be like, oh, I'm going to take that and I'm going to take that and then I'm going to add that. It's just what's in the mind is going to be put on canvas with paint, and that's that. I already have the idea in my head. It's already in there. It's ready to go. I just got to buy the stuff and paint the paintings. Whoever this person is, like they would buy the stuff and they'd be like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. So let me just set this in the corner for the next 20 years and I'm going to go steal someone else's stuff. Because they can't. They just can't. It's laziness. It's laziness and complacency, like wouldn't you want to create your own thing? Wouldn't you want to become famous for being known for something original, right? Wouldn't you technically? Wouldn't most people want that? This person is threatened by whoever they feed off of because they know this person. I don't want to say they're a better person. They're a different person. They're a different breed. Again, it's somebody that has their shit together. It's somebody that doesn't necessarily need a helping hand every second of the day. This person is threatened by this person, intimidated. This person is a divination abuser. I'm not getting like voodoo, hoodoo, black magic stuff, but probably more like just saying things, putting things out into existence that they just should not, you know. Especially if you're gonna feed off somebody and steal their creativity, maybe don't say horrible things about them. Because if that were to come true, then you lose your muse, right? Technically it's not a muse. I don't know what you would call it, but they would lose it. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that on purpose? Like, just shut your mouth and steal the stuff, I guess. Because the divination abuse, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because if you put something out there negative about this person, and it happens, then you lose your bread and butter because you were copying off of that person. You're a copycat, right? Kind of makes sense. But again, this person really isn't that smart. They're really not that smart. This is someone that they fake it a lot. Like they're not a happy person. Happy people don't scam other people. Happy people don't abuse other people. Happy people don't feed off of other people, at least not on purpose. You know? That's no. Mm-mm. No. This person holds a grudge. They might hold a grudge against the person they're feeding off of. Again, just because they're threatened by them, right? They're intimidated. It makes sense. Now, you guys know I hate this word. I hate it. I hate it. This wasting time card. Stuck, no changes, limited. What do you mean you're stuck? I hate that word. I hate it. There is no such thing as being stuck. Where are you stuck? Who are you stuck with? Why do you think you're stuck? Like, why do you believe you're stuck? Because you're dependent on this person? Because the two of you share money? Because the two of you share kids? Because what? The two of you share energy. All things that you can do without this person that you're stuck with, or a situation you're stuck with. I don't understand the word stuck. And I understand like people feel like that. I get that. But you're not. You know what I mean? They're not. They're not stuck. Everybody has the choice to move. Everybody. And we're not talking, I'm not seeing it in the cards. We're not talking like abusive situations, like abusive marriages, relationships, kids getting abused. We're not talking about that kind of stuff here. We're talking about somebody that feels like they're stuck. They can't move forward. They don't do change. Time is not their friend. This is, again, they feel stuck because they don't have anything of their own to grasp hold of, to enjoy. When you're constantly chasing after someone else's dream and trying to make it your own so that you don't have to do any of the work, that's a lot. That, to me, that's a lot more work. Create your own shit. Chasing after someone else's, constantly waiting for new work to be put out. How is that efficient? And you're doing that to yourself. You're putting yourself in that situation. You're stucking yourself. I just said stucking. I don't believe in that word. You guys know I don't believe in that word. And again, I realize there's extreme cases. I have a lady that I follow on TikTok. She's pretty open about her past relationship with, I think, her ex-husband. I think they were married. And he was highly abusive. Highly abusive. A rapist, a beater. And she has to go to court every so often to keep an order of protection for herself, and I think her kids. I don't know if he's allowed to see the kids. I don't know. They have kids, or one kid. I can't remember, but yeah, she was stuck in her situation. It took her a hot minute to get out of there. So, okay, fine. Yeah, you can use stuck in that sense. But at the same time, she did eventually get out. And she may have felt stuck, but she knew she wasn't going to be stuck. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she reached out and got help so that she could leave, because at the time she probably wouldn't have been able to do it on her own, especially with kids. So, like, I understand situations like that. But even when you really think about it logically, like, you would look at her situation and you'd be like, yeah, man, she was stuck in that for years. But she was also planning to leave for years. So whereas it might have looked like she was stuck from the outside, and even she might have felt like that internally, in reality, she was not. She was already making plans to leave. She was getting help from the outside so she could run. It's all in the perspective, I guess. But whoever this person is, they're not stuck. They make the choices that they make with purpose or no purpose, depending on how you look at it. And like I said, they can move at any time. We talk, how often do we talk about karmic energies, karmic people, low vibrational energies, low vibrational people? You can change at any time. Nobody has to stay karmic. Nobody has to stay low vibrational. You can change that in yourself at any time. I did. Other people have. I mean, come on. This person, whoever this is, they can change. Fake flexing. Okay, this kind of goes with the broke ass because the broke ass was sideways. And I said we're going to talk about it. So, fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. I think part of that comes from the fact that whoever this person is, they're clout hungry. I mean, that's why they steal other people's work. That's why they're stealing someone else's work, right? They're just trying to get ahead. They're trying to get famous, make money, and they'll steal to do it. You know, they don't care. They want clout. They want fame. They want fortune. So they're going to act like they already are because it looks good, right? The broke ass. I don't think this person is technically completely broke. This person probably has a job, has a place to live, has a car, all that jazz. Feeds themselves just fine. You know what I'm saying? They may not have a lot of extra money at the end of the day, at the end of the month, but they're fine. You know, they're okay. If they continue the way that the way that they are, if they continue with that negative energy, feeding off of other people, stealing other people's energy, stealing their ideas, stealing their creativity, they are going to be broke. And they're going to be so beyond broke, it's not even going to be funny. Because you just don't do that to people. And to think that you could even get away with that, ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. At some point, karma comes back around to collect. And you better be ready to pay, you know? Because nobody gets through that for free. This crying over you, I don't know, again, I don't know who this person is to this other person. Again, family member, friend, ex-lover, it doesn't matter. Sad, hurt, upset, etc. I think this person is having a harder and harder and harder time trying to keep up with this person, trying to steal from them, feed off of them. It's getting harder and harder for this person. I think that's part of the karma. That's just my opinion. It's part of the karma because you just don't treat people like that. You don't steal from people. We're talking about stealing energy. We're talking about stealing someone's livelihood. If you're trying to steal their creativity, you're technically stealing their money. I think this person is crying over the fact that they're falling short. Like every time they're going to this person to, take something that they produced and make it their own, every time they do that, they're falling short and karma's biting them in the ass. Because whoever this person is, it's like they look sad, depressed, like it was so nice out today. I think the neighbors are out there. It's already getting dark. I told you guys. I told you. I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm not really feeling or seeing anything else of importance. Except I still want to know how they get that candle to stand on that plate. Anyway, I worked for Yankee Candle for 8 years. I never was able to stand a candle like that. And we used to sell little wax bits so that you could stand these up, but like in a holder, so they would stand in the holder. Because holders, like they're not really, most candle holders aren't made specifically for a candle. It's just something to throw a candle in. And tapers are the same. This is a taper, by the way, if you didn't know that. But yeah, how do you get that to stand up like that? I want to know. All right. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody had a great Friday, January 3rd, 2025. Tomorrow's the 4th. I'm very excited. I'm probably going to go to the beach and watch the sunrise in the morning. It's supposed to be actually pretty nice tomorrow, I think. So I probably won't do affirmations till later, and then I'll do the drawing for the free gifts. And guys, I only have a few entries. There's only like 6 entries, maybe 6 people, 7 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'll do the drawing, and like I said, I'm just gonna put everybody's name in for all 3. Like whoever wins the deck, and then everybody else will go in for the little jar of affirmations, and then whoever wins that, and then whoever's left, I'll do the children's deck. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do that. So I hope everybody has a lovely evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.